I get emails quite often from viewers of the channel who basically say that they're a bit older, but they still want to land a new job. Now, in some cases, these are remote jobs, and in other cases, they don't mind landing in-person jobs. And working with many viewers, students, and clients that are on the older side, I've noticed that there are certain jobs that are much easier for them to land. So in this video, I'm gonna be going over 5 of those, and if you appreciate me making this type of content, let me know by gently tapping that like button. Let's jump into it right now. Now, the first job I'm going to talk about, and I'm going to bring this up because I literally interviewed someone who was 59 years old who was able to land this job, and that is digital marketing jobs, believe it or not. So there are certain jobs within digital marketing that are friendlier to people over 50. And in this video here, I talk about how we helped this guy get a job at 59 years old. Now, he was able to get this job through my business partner, Seth, who helps people get digital marketing jobs. And you can check out a free masterclass from him in the description and the pinned comment below if you want to know more about digital marketing, the types of digital marketing jobs that are good to get into, and what those digital marketing jobs are, and how you can get into it as well. So yeah, completely free masterclass. Check it out in the description and the pinned comment below. Now, in terms of the salary, it ranges greatly depending on the type of digital marketing that you go into. I'll put some common ones up on the screen on Glassdoor so you can see the general salary range. And of course, these are entry-level jobs. Once you get down the line, you can make much more than that. But yeah, digital marketing can be surprisingly good. And one of the main reasons for that is, if you think about it, the 50 and over demographic has nearly 80% of the money in the United States. And advertisers like to advertise to people who have money. And so they'll pay more to advertise to those people. So if you understand the 50 and older demographic, that gives you an advantage. All right, quick break. This Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I'm doing a one-time only workshop where I talk about how to get money quickly with AI. And you can check it out down in the description and the pinned comment below. I'm gonna be showing you this new opportunity. It's completely free, and it's amazing whether you basically want to use it to get a better job, use it to network, use it to make some passive income, start a side hustle, make a full-time income, or even start a full-on business. It works incredibly well with all of those, and it's completely free. And at this workshop, I'm gonna be giving away my Profitable Niche Predictor GPT. This is a GPT-powered piece of software that I've been working on for quite some time now. Been trained on thousands of hours, my teaching, coaching, consulting sessions, etc. And so you don't have to spend months or years trying to figure out how to find a profitable niche. You can find it in a matter of minutes or even seconds in some case, because it can literally tell you right away if a specific niche that you're thinking about will be profitable or not. And I'm going to be giving this away one time only at the workshop. So make sure you show up, click the link in the description of the pinned comment below. And when you're done registering, make sure to click on add this to your calendar so it'll show up in your Google, Apple, or Outlook calendar. So you can make sure that you won't miss the chance to grab the Profitable Niche Predictor GPT. And you'll also be able to ask me questions live. So I look forward to meeting you. See you Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Click the link in the description in the pinned comment below. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Another career that tends to be really good for 50 and older is sales-related careers. So this could be anything from a sales representative to a real estate agent. Because at the end of the day, real estate is sales. You're just selling houses. Now, specifically, it would be better if you go into a type of sales where it's more about relationship building, right? So there's certain types of sales where you're just trying to get someone to make an impulse purchase. That's probably not gonna be the best for 50 and over, although maybe you do have some sales experience and that would be great for you. But generally speaking, something like real estate or B2B sales, where you're basically forming relationships with people over long periods of time, and you're continuing a contract, for instance, that might be worth millions of dollars. So one person I interviewed on the channel, Antoine, is actually in his 40s. Believe it or not, when I interviewed him, he was making over $500,000 a year in tech sales. And again, this was B2B tech sales, and that means he was forming long-term relationships with a bunch of different representatives or even business owners at different software companies. And additionally, the company that he recommends to get into sales is Course Careers. I'll put a free training for tech sales down in the description in the pinned comment below as well, so you can check it out. With that being said, sales is not for everyone. It is high pressure, right? You do have to perform. The company is not going to keep you if you're not performing. So there's certain personality types that this would not be for. But if you're really well known in your community, for instance, real estate can be something you can literally do until the day you die. I've known real estate agents that have continued to work in real estate until they're in their 70s. Okay, another job that can be really good, and this is especially good if you can type fast, is a court reporter or a scopist. Now this one does tend to be somewhat seasonal, and I suppose there's a lot of jobs out there that are somewhat seasonal, but you can kind of get your foot in the door during parts of the season where they have more need for court reporters or scopists. And this is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. You are going to be typing things out as people talk in court and making sure everything is documented. And you also may be reviewing transcripts to make sure that everything's perfect and there's no mistakes. And so yeah, I would say just seasonal jobs in general tend to be relatively easy to get. So some other examples of this one would be a tax preparer during tax season, or a bookkeeper, a retail sales associate during the holiday season, a national park or campground worker during the outdoor season, an election poll worker during election season, or a seasonal tour guide or hospitality support during tourist season. And honestly, much, much more. But yeah, basically just look up seasonal jobs, and these are ones that you can really easily land as long as you apply to them at the right time of year. And then once you've got your foot in the door, it's very easy to get another job the next year if you did a good job. And then of course, there may be multiple different types of seasonal jobs that you can get at different times of the year. Okay, so the next one is going to be like very common remote jobs that are honestly always available and relatively easy to get. The first one is going to be in the insurance industry. Anything like claims adjuster or anything insurance related, there's honestly almost always a lot of jobs out there that are available. It is pretty boring work. It may not be the most rewarding work, but there are a lot of jobs out there that are available. And then additionally, customer service jobs. All right, there's a lot of customer service jobs out there. If you have an American accent, for instance, you know, people would rather speak to somebody with an American accent, so you're always going to have an advantage when it comes to customer service jobs. And the coolest thing is, in many cases, you can actually get a remote job. Now, before we get to number one, I'm going to give my honorable mention, and that is gig economy work. So you might consider this more of a side hustle, to be fair, but Uber, Lyft, for instance, you can make money doing that. A lot of older people and then retirement actually enjoy doing that because they kind of get to meet new people and they get to hang out with people. So I've actually seen that quite common for older people. You could also do Amazon Flex. TaskRabbit is another one you can do where you can just do random tasks. For instance, someone might need their leaves raked in their yard, or they might need help painting something. So if you're physically fit, you can do random tasks on TaskRabbit. It actually pays really well too, oftentimes $30 to $50 an hour. And just general side hustles or things that you can do on Craigslist, for instance. Just check your local Craigslist and see if there's anyone who would be willing to pay you for help. That's often a really good place to find local work.
What's happening, guys? In the editing process of this video, and I have an opportunity for a select group of people. So these are people who are serious about growing their personal brand on YouTube. So basically, we figured out recently how to grow a personal brand and combine all the upsides of a personal brand with the upsides of automation, right? Using AI, using things like this to basically grow your personal brand 10 times faster, which in the past used to take decades to do. And now you can do it significantly faster. And you can do this to get a better job. You know, we work with beginners that just want to get a better job with their personal brand. You can do this to make money as a side hustle. We work with a lot of people like that. We can do this to make more money if you already have a side hustle or a small business. Or if you're already crushing it on YouTube, we can help you crush it 10 times more. We've worked with people like that as well. I mean, I literally can show clients at each level. People that we've gotten from 0 to over 10K, 0 to like over 30K, from like 1K per month all the way up to 185K per month, from around 30K per month all the way up to over 500K per month. So literally at every single level, and it works for everyone in every situation. With that being said, we are only working with 3 to 5 people, and they have to be people who are very serious, right? People who are dedicated to making this work. So if you think you're that type of person, go ahead and apply down in the description and the pinned comment below, and you could be part of our group of 3 to 5 that we help. So see you there. Have a good one.
Now, with that being said, number one is also not really a job, but it's something where I've seen a ton of older people have a massive amount of success, and that is creating content online. Remember when I told you that the 50 and over demographic is one that advertisers love to target because they have 80% of the money? Well, there's a simple supply and demand imbalance here. There are a massive amount of younger people making content on YouTube, and there's very, very tiny amount of older people making content. And there's a good amount of demand for older people, right? Because older people, generally speaking, sure, they'll watch young people here and there, but they probably want to watch content from other older people. And so it is significantly easier for you to grow on YouTube if you are in the older demographic. Just as an example, here's a guy who posted a video, an old man's advice, very basic video, 29 million views. This guy right here, Dry Creek Wrangler School, when you just ain't got it all together. He basically just gives life advice. He lives on his own farm, 7.4 million views. Just setting up a camera, giving some life advice, no editing. Here's another one, Azul. He basically gives advice on how to retire. and he's absolutely crushing it. So yeah, it is significantly easier to grow on YouTube if you're in the older demographic. And you don't need fancy equipment. You can literally start with just your phone, or you can start by recording yourself on your computer with your webcam. Now, if you're interested in learning exactly how to do this, exactly how I've helped older people grow on YouTube as well, I have a live training which you can sign up for in the description and the pinned comment, and it's going to be Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you put that on your calendar. Make sure you sign up right now in the description and the pinned comment below. You will get to meet me. You will get to talk to me in person. This is not like a recorded thing. This will be in person. We will be talking on Zoom together, and I will be teaching you all the biggest secrets when it comes to growing and making money on YouTube. So don't miss out on that. It will be a super valuable experience. It'll also be awesome to meet you. I love meeting my viewers of my channel, and I hope to see you there Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern time. Put it on your calendar and click the link in the description and the pinned comment below to sign up. And also check out this video of me going over a case study of one of my clients who is stuck at 85 subscribers. She was just about to quit, and now she has a 7-figure business from YouTube by clicking right here.